Oh, no way. He did not say you're getting stock Android on a Google Pixel. Google Pixel, no way. No. If you guys want stock Android, if you want to experience it, you gotta go back to the Nexus 6P or buy an Android One device. With the Pixel launcher, it's not the same. I actually feel like the Pixel is always trying to just monitor everything you're doing. It's the most data mining experience on a smartphone I've ever used. And on top of that, if the Pixel launcher, if it's stock Android, why does the OnePlus run so much smoother than the Pixel? I mean, when you're scrolling and whatnot, it's so much smoother. When you're gaming and whatnot, having all these apps open, the OnePlus simply kicks the Pixel's butt. Continue. What up, YouTubers? It's the boy Alter Tech back again with the new freaking video. In today's video, I just got back from watching the Pixel 4 keynote event, so this is going to be a very funny, interesting video. I probably should have shaved, but anyways, let's go ahead and get to it real quick. Posts another OnePlus video after confessing that he actually likes OnePlus. He loves OnePlus, but here it's titled OnePlus 7T versus several other buys. So he's recommending some other devices than the OnePlus 7T. So I'm quite curious to see what he has to say. I love his videos and everything, man. Mad good stuff. Once he actually posted that OnePlus 7 Pro review, I was actually quite disappointed. I'll be honest. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion and whatnot. I just felt like I had to go ahead and just, give him my reaction to his reaction. So that's fair to me, right? So anyways, people, let's get to it real quick. So for the OnePlus 7 Pro, he did say, it kind of felt like, it reminded me of my dad, checking my homework. Bro, he didn't like the design of it. He said it wasn't premium, it doesn't feel premium. But let's go ahead and see what he has to say about the 7T, which I have, by the way. I'm recording with it right now. Let's get to it. It's gonna be fun. Let's see. Think he's promoting his phone, guys. I'm not exactly sure. He said several other buys and he's only talking about one phone so far. I watched that whole video, so he only talks about this phone, I think. So the specs looks pretty damn good. Let's continue. All right, so both phones haven't been dropped. I do have the OnePlus 7T, so he's recommending other phones over the OnePlus 7T, even though he doesn't own both phones. Okay, so you're saying it's a smarter purchase just for the specs, and for the pricing, $479, that does sound pretty damn good. For the 855 Plus processor, the only phone that has the same processor that's cheaper I've seen is the ROG 2 phone. Check out the tech leads. They actually made a nice review video on that. Some good coverage on that phone. Let's continue. Okay, he said he could still get some great cameras based on what he's seen. So I did go on YouTube. I watched the camera comparison test. Someone did a video with the 7 versus the REDMAGIC, and the REDMAGIC 3, the stabilization is horrible. Picture quality isn't that good. HDR on it is pretty bad, or even non-existent than the OnePlus 7. So why is the OnePlus 7 phones, why the price is going up? And that's because OnePlus is actually investing a ton of money in their software department, camera software department. It costs millions and millions of dollars to actually, improve your camera with just software. So with a company like REDMAGIC 3, do they have the revenue to actually go ahead and invest in a good camera software? I'm not exactly sure. Based on what I've seen, they don't. And with that low price tag, bringing in not much revenue, you're selling it at barely, are you even making any profits? With OnePlus, they are making profits now. With that profits, they're reinvesting into the phone. And that's why we're getting so much software updates, so much more camera updates. If you look at the camera from when it first was released to up till now, the improvements, it's vastly superior than what we first saw. So let's continue. Oh no, he did not, man. OnePlus is not just about being fast. Chill, man. If you're gonna say that, I could say that the Pixel is just about the camera. That's all the Pixel really has, is the camera. I mean, does have decent software or not, that Pixel software skin, but with all those things, I could get into that in a different video. If he wants to go Saturday night fight with OnePlus versus Pixel, I'd gladly do that. For this one right now, man, OnePlus, the camera is good. It's not great, it's good, and the phone does not slow down over time. When you get updates with the Pixel, I've seen many people complain about issues with the Pixel, RAM management and whatnot, with updates breaking it. You've even had MKBHD, as Easy would like to call the tech god, talking about with the Pixel 3's performance decreasing and whatnot with an update. So continue on. Okay, now I do think that OnePlus does. I'm one of those. It's really based on preference. I do think OnePlus does a better job when it comes to Android than stock Android because you have so much more ways to customize your phone. It just looks a lot better, a lot more smoother, a lot more optimized. And with stock Android, you don't really find any. Do you guys know any flagships that just come with stock Android? There might be, but I haven't really seen any. I found OnePlus, and they're just, they're giving me something that I've always wanted, which was a fast and smooth Android experience. So. Exactly. That's why everyone is so upset that the Pixel can't do Android as good as OnePlus. That's the whole conversation. That's why people are like actually OnePlus fans because they're having issues with Pixel devices, man. Come on, man. All right, so he just bragged about the stock Android experience, how it's like so great and whatnot. But is the REDMAGIC 3S, is that stock Android or is it gonna have a skin on top of it? Because that having a heavy skin could really ruin your experience when it comes to an Android device. It could, come to some slowdowns. It could come to some lagginess, some bugs and whatnot. How good is REDMAGIC when it comes to updating their phones and getting fast software updates? I don't really know. No one said that if you don't update, your phone isn't going to run as great as it should. Most of us want the latest updates because we want the latest Android features. I mean, with Android 10, I love the gestures and whatnot. There's a ton of cool features on Android 10, dark mode and everything. You guys are not going to get that on Android Pie. With the OnePlus 7T out the box, you're getting Android 10. With the REDMAGIC 3, which hasn't even been released yet, even on the website it says it's coming out with Android 9, Android Pie. Pretty soon Android 11 is going to be here, and when are you guys going to get Android 10? You guys don't even know that. So that's one of the things you guys have to deal with when you buy one of these phones at a cheaper price. Software updates, the frequency actually takes a hit. That doesn't really make much sense. No one says if you don't get software updates it's gonna stop working. It's just that we want the newest features and whatnot. We want the latest security updates. Security is very important to many of us. If there is like a big bug, maybe a security breach or something, you want to have your security updates like that. What? OnePlus, I just came from the event. Their revenues right now, you guys, there's even charts out there. Their profits, it's skyrocketing. They've done one of the, they've had the biggest growths in this year from any other company I've seen. How did the Pixel 3 do last year? You guys did so bad. You guys came out with the Pixel 3a and we're just handing it out to like every single YouTuber out there. Continue. Model. For some reason, the 7T, I guess, is just kind of like it's a device for a different audience. I mean, people who don't like the curved display, who want something that's cheaper, that's an extra option for you guys. You guys can still go on the website and go ahead and get the 7 Pro. I recommend you guys getting the 7 Pro over the 7T if money isn't an issue and if you don't mind the curved displays, which I actually like now because of the Android gestures. It just feels so much easier to just swipe back with the curves. If you get it, you'll understand. Go ahead and check it out in if T-Mobile stores, if it's still there. But let's continue. Yeah, that's his opinion. From hardware perspectives, yeah, you're getting some extra stuff, but for the overall experience of having a phone, having something that's reliable, having something that has a great team that actually makes sure that your software is running smoothly and fast, and that your phone does not slow down over time. And with OnePlus, with their customer service becoming even more better, with the REDMAGIC 3S, you're gonna have to import that from somewhere in China. So with OnePlus, you could just get it from T-Mobile. You could check it out in T-Mobile stores, and you could go ahead and order it from the website. You get it pretty quickly, maybe like a week or within 2 weeks, the most. Usually I've get mine within a few days. But continue. It's not really an argument. It's why we like OnePlus. We like it because over how many years have we been going through Android devices that ended up with boot loop issues, with lag. They would slow down over time. You would have bugs and whatnot. You would get slow updates. As a OnePlus person, as someone who supports OnePlus, who likes OnePlus, I just got sick and tired of it. Now I have a device that runs smoothest running Android device that's pretty much on par or even faster than the iPhones. Could you believe that? You can't say the same thing about the Pixels and whatnot. You get fast updates and whatnot, like I said. So, you know, it's not just about being fast. It's about being smooth. It's about being optimized. It's about running well, even though when you have a ton of apps running in the background. Clearly isn't true. I mean, he brings up the stock Android thing again. The Pixel is not running stock Android. It's running its own Pixel launcher. The Pixel lineup. Once they ended the Nexus line, I really wasn't, you know, happy with the Pixel because it wasn't the same stock Android experience. It just felt, you know, there's always things running in the background. The phone is always listening to you. Sometimes you walk around and it's like, oh, this song is playing. It'll actually pick that up and just give you that information. It's like, I don't want all this stuff running in the background. I don't want Pixels to be like, you know, waiting for that OK Google command. I don't want it to be, you know, invading my privacy and just doing things that I don't really need it to do.
Earning and maintaining your trust is a priority. The mic's off.
Yeah, yeah, right. So, you know, with the Google Pixel 4 that was just launched, you know, privacy is a big thing. And as you guys heard, my Google Home, even though I didn't want it to, it just activated and was listening to everything I was just saying. So, you know, privacy is an important thing, and Google is not the way to go. I'm sorry. If you guys want to live a private life, reduce the amount of electronics in your house, you know, try to go minimalistic. If you know, Oxygen OS on OnePlus, if it is a skinned Android phone, whatever he's saying, you know, nothing's wrong with that. I mean, they're just optimizing Android to the way they feel Android is best optimized, and they do a really damn good job. I feel like he's promoting this Redmi Magic 3S, man. Okay, if you didn't want this OnePlus, why would you pick the OnePlus 7T, which hasn't even been released yet? And you're talking about comparing, why don't you just compare this with the Pixel 3 AXL, which is at the same price point? Why wouldn't you compare this to something that's similar on the same price range? You know, the phone hasn't even been released and you're telling people to buy this phone than the other phone. It really doesn't make much sense. I don't think he likes OnePlus. Yeah, as a OnePlus supporter, the ZTE, whatever it was, the Pro, it's legit. It looks pretty damn good. The specs and everything, it's a beautiful phone and everything. They've gotten in trouble so many times with the government, and like, you know, they were actually banned from the US because of the government, what they were doing in secrecy. People are ignoring phones like the ZTE Axon because of the history with the US government. Look what the government did with Huawei. They just completely took off the Google operating system from Huawei devices. I mean, if you're not complying with the US government, I mean, and you're getting into, you know, real beef with them, do you want to go ahead and buy a phone that has beef with the US government? You don't really want to do that. So just to play it safe, you know, just buy a phone from a reputable company like OnePlus that actually provides fast software updates and keeps your phone running as fast as day number one. Yeah, I didn't know anything about the REDMAGIC 3S till I watched this video. I mean, it looks like a pretty damn good looking device. The specs are pretty damn good. But like I said, as a consumer, I just don't know. Like, when you're buying a phone for the long term, you want the phone to, you know, number one, you don't want it to slow down. You want it to get some good timely updates. You know, you don't want to be left behind. So, alright, so if you love discussion videos, you're probably gonna, you know, like this video. You're probably not gonna like this video, but if you do like discussion videos, there's no reason for you not to like this video. If we're going to debate, I don't think he wants to do a debate, but if we were to do a debate, I think I could really, you know, get him on this, man. His points, I don't really feel like it's that strong. Anyways, this is Altered Tech with his reaction video with OnePlus 7T versus several other better buy videos. Several other better buys. What other phones did he talk about? It was the Redmi Magic 3S, which I think he was promoting in this video. And number two, this is genius, because you're going to get people pissed off, and then you're going to get their views, and then they're all going to need to go ahead, like I did, and go into redmagic.com and research this device. This was a genius, because most of the time, if you guys want views, you got to post something that's going to get people fired up and mad, and this was genius. So I did do some research on this phone. I did look at the specs and whatnot. It looks pretty impressive. It has a nice website and whatnot. Actually, maybe I should go ahead and pick one up and just test it out. I I mean, that was this whole the point of this video, was to get people to buy this phone and check it out. So, you know, kudos to that. But to use OnePlus, bro, that's why I had to come on and make this reaction video. People, man, come on, man. You guys have to be smarter than this. You know, OnePlus. You can't just put push a OnePlus underneath the rug like that and just say, hey, oh wow, they're just fast and whatnot, and stock Android is better and whatnot. Nah, forget that stuff. Anyway, so the Pixel 4, I just saw the keynote event. Man, that was interesting. I don't want to upset any Pixel fans, boy, but when I feel like people are coming at OnePlus, I gotta go ahead and make a video and just set the record straight, tell them how I feel. So everyone's entitled to their own opinion, everything. Gotta respect everyone, but this is my take, and I hope you guys, OnePlus fans, appreciate this, and hope to see you guys in another video. Hope you guys take care. Have a great and wonderful day. Peace.